Hello, my dear students. Myself, Sheikh Gurnaz. Now, I am here with the topic of Wodeyars of Mysuru for the students of 7th standard and subject social science. In the last video, students, you have watched about the important Wodeyars of Mysuru. That rulers was Chikkadeva Raya, Hyder Ali, and Tipu Sultan. The relation between them, and battles with Britishers, Tipu Sultan's life and achievement, and about his personality we have learned in the last class, and also about the last ruler, that is Krishna-Wodeyar III, we have learned. Here, students, actually what happened is, when the Britishers dethroned the king, that is Krishna-Wodeyar III, because he was not able to rule properly. So after that, what happened, the Mysuru administration came under the commissioners. So here we are going to learn in this video is about commissioners, and which were the commissioners, those who have ruled and those who have given ideas and all, we are going to learn here. First, that we have the administrator, that is Mark Cuban. He ruled from the year 1834 to 1861 CE. Mark Cuban implemented many administrative reforms in the state. So he have given many rules, regulations and orders for the administration to run it properly. He transferred the capital from Mysuru to Bangalore. Mysuru was divided into many administrative units and kept them under superintendent supervision. Here, students, superintendent is nothing but supervisor. So for looking after that properly, so he has appointed a supervisor also. Administration units were divided into districts and talukas. Judiciary and police departments were organized well. Kannada was implemented as the official language during the period when Mark Cuban was a commissioner. New roads were built, and as a result, all the major places of the state could get connected directly to Bangalore. Bridges were built and telegraph lines were laid. The construction of railway line between Bangalore and Jullarpet started. This was the first railway in the state. The first railway in the state is, students, the railway line between Bangalore and Jollarpet. Okay, he resigned from the commissioner post in 1861. The Cuban Park was built in his memory. Got it, students? The Cuban Park was built in the memory of Mark Cuban, commissioner of Bangalore. Okay. Now let us see the another commissioner, that is Louis Bentham Bowring. He ruled from the year 1862 to 1870 CE. Louis Bentham Bowring took charge as a commissioner in 1862. He reorganized the administration structure of Mysuru state. The land revenue collection process was reorganized. Judiciary and police department were established properly. During the period when the commissioner was there, Louis Bentham, students, what happened? The land revenue collection process were reorganized. While commissioner was there of Mark Cuban, when he was a commissioner, he has not taken that land revenue and all. But here, Louis Bentham reorganized the land revenue, and judiciary and police department were also established properly. Educational reforms were introduced with the establishment of public instructions. With the views of public, they started the educational reforms also. Bowring resigned from the commissioner post in 1870. The commissioner led the strong foundation for the development of Mysuru state. So students, he is one of the important commissioner during the period of Mysuru. So why? Because he led a strong foundation for the development of Mysuru state. Now let us see about the Chamraj-Wodeyar 10th. He ruled from the year 1881 to 1894 CE. In 1881, British handed over the administration of the state again to Chamraja-Wodeyar 10th. When they were the commissioners were resigning the post. So after that, what happened? They have given back their administration to the Chamraj-Wodeyar kings. So this is called the Punardhana. C. Rangacharlu and K. Sheshadri Iyer ruled as Diwans under him. In 1881, People Representative Assembly started functioning. What happened, students? After that, in 1881, British handed over the administration after the commissioners. So he had given back the administration to the Wodeyars. On that time, Chamraj-Wodeyar 10th was ruling. This is called that Punardhana. C. Rangacharlu and K. Sheshadri Iyer was the Diwans under him. In 1881, People Representative Assembly started functioning. So Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar, next to Chamraj-Wodeyar 10th, the ruler again one came, that is Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar. So he ruled from the year 1902 to 1940 CE. Chamraj-Wodeyar 10th died in Kolkata while there on a visit, Nalvadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar ascended throne as his successor in 1895, and he was only 11 years old when he came to the throne. So students, what happened? The Chamraj Wodeyar 10th was died in Kolkata while he was visiting other place. So next to him, the another king was came, that is Nalvadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar. So he ascended the throne as his successor as on his place. When he was came to the throne, he was only 11 years old. The administration was run by his mother Nanjam Mani. The direct role of Nalvadi started from 1902. So he was a well educated and led a firm foundation for a modern state during his long reign. He was a visionary and had a soft corner for the welfare of downtrodden. So he formed Myler Commissioner in welfare. So here student, downtrodden is nothing but treat harshly. What happens? He was a soft corner, so because of that, what happened? People used to treat him harshly. He formed a Myler Commission in order to ensure the participations of all sections of the society in the administration. So what happened? He has opened a Myler Commissioner. Here, mill commissioner is nothing but he was started a mill in that the people can participate and they can get employed and all. So achievement of Nalvadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar, he gave 371 acres of land and 5 lakhs rupees grants to J.N. Tata to start a science institution in Bangalore. In 1907, Legislative Assembly was established. This enabled people to discuss their problem through representatives. He built KRS Dam and developed agriculture in the state. The present Mysuru Palace was completed in 1910. The Mysuru Economic Conference was started in 1911. He passed the order that backward classes should get special representations in government service. He gave voting power to women first the time. So this was the achievement of Nalvadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar. So he was a soft corner person, students, and also he has developed this much. And Nalvadi assured in development in education. So he was very interested in all for development of education, industries, banking, and other important sectors by role of a guide and a motivator. He appointed talented divans who would translate his vision into reality. So because of that, what happened? He appointed the leaders also, so they can turn his views of whatever his dream was to reality. Among them, Sir M. Vishwesvaraya and Sir Mirza Ismail are important. Mahatma Gandhiji was the Mysuru state of Nalvadi as the Rama Rajya and called him Rajashri. There is no mature ruler like Nalvadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar in the early part of 20th century. This shows that students how much he was a good ruler. Though he was a small person, a small boy while he came to the throne. Then also he wanted to develop the education field also. He wanted to develop industries and banking. This shows that how much he was intelligent. Now let us see about the important point, that is Mysuru Palace was built in the year 1910. The fire had destroyed the previous wooden palace. Skilled workers had came from the different places for its construction. The main hall come from different places for its construction. What happened? Skilled workers were appointed because to build the construction of that palace. The main hall, Darbar Hall, was painted by famous artist Raja Ravi Verma. Financial difficulties arose during the construction of Krishna Raja Sagar Dam, arose River Kaveri. The royal family sold its gold ornaments in Bombay and raised money for the construction of work. This shows that students, for the making of that Mysuru Palace, they have sacrificed that. For example, they have sold their ornaments, gold ornaments in Bombay. Okay, now let us see about the important person, that is Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. He was in the Mysuru kingdom till 1912 to 1918 CE. Sir M. Vishwesvaraya considered as the sculptor and creator of modern Mysuru. He worked as the chief engineer of Mysuru from 1909 to 1912. Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wodeyar appointed him as the Diwan of Mysuru in 1912. During this period, Mysuru state progressed as per the vision of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wodeyar, as he was appointed as Diwan under the Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wodeyar. So what happened? He started to progress as his vision, as according to the views of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Vodeyar, who started that progressed Sir M. Vishveshwaraya. Industrialize or perish was the famous declaration of Sir M. Vishveshwaraya. He started Sandalwood factory at Mysuru, a soap factory, central industrial workshop, leather processing and metal factories were started in Bangalore in order to provide impetus to trade and commerce. Trade and commerce here, students, impetus is nothing but driving forces and all for trade and commerce for business started. The Mysuru chambers of commerce and industries was started at Bangalore. The Mysuru bank was started in 1913 to provide the support to the growth of industries. Vishveshwaraya had believed that education is the key to progress of a country. So he made primary education compulsory and gave importance to technical education. He established an agricultural school at Hebbal Place. The University of Mysuru, established in the year 1916, has achieved a phenomenal success. Kannada Sahitya Parishad was established in the year 1915. The construction of the KRS Dam continued and got completed in the year 1932. The railway lines between Mysuru and Arasikeri, Boringpeti and Polar was led. There has been came to construction. Vishveshwaraya was instrumental in implementing many of the visionary programs of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Vodeyar. So he was a person. He was appointed as I said as a diwan. So whatever views was there of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Vodeyar for developing his administration, that has been came to progress by whom? Because of Saram Vishveshwaraya. Finally, he resigned from the post of Diwan in the year 1918. The British government awarded with Knight Commander. The government of India awarded Bharat Ratna in 1955. He was the first Kannadiga to receive it. So he was the first Karnataka's person who has received the Bharat Ratna award in 1955 by the government of India. You can see the Kannada Sahitya Parishad of Bangalore. These are the achievements which has been made or progressed by the Saram Vishveshwaraya State Bank of Mysuru. This also a KRS dam, that is Krishna Raja Sagara Dam. Now let us see the another important Diwan, that is Sir Mirza Ismail. He was Diwan from 1926 to 1941 CE. Diwan Sir Mirza Ismail is also considered as one of the builders of the modern Mysuru. He also established various industries as per the wish of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Vodeyar. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, glass industry, porcelain industry, fertilizers industries at Belgola, sugar factory at Mandya, matchstick factory at Shivamogga and iron and steel factory at Bhadravati. An airport was established at Jakkur. Radio stations were started in Bangalore and Mysuru. He also encouraged rural industries. A khadi production center was established at Vadanavalu near Mysuru. Irrigation facilities was given to Mandya district by constructing Irvin Canal. The city of Mysuru was made by the City of Gardens. The Brindavan Gardens was established in front of the Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. This was the achievement of Sir M. Mirza Ismail. So students, he has also established industries as per the views of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Vodeyar. So he started Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, glass industry. Aeronautics is nothing but, students, the things which has been made for making aeroplanes and all. Porcelain factory, fertilizer industry at Balgola, sugar factory at Mandya, matchstick factory at Shivamogga. So, and he also encouraged the industries. Khadi production center was established. Khadi, there is a type of a cloth, student. So in Bangalore, in Mysuru, and irrigation facility was given to Mandya district by constructing Irvin Canal. This shows that he was also developed that place very much. So here it is a garden, that is Brindavan Garden. National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Nimhans in Bangalore. Narasimha Raja Hospital in Kolar. Maggan Hospital in Shivamogga. Vani Vilasa Hospital in Mysuru were started during his period. These are the healthcare facilities which has been started by which has been developed by the Mr. M. Mirza Ismail. Primary education was encouraged and primary education law was implemented. Private schools were offered aid to run the schools. So Kannada medium education was offered in high schools. Thus, Sir Mirza Ismail was instrumental in implementing the visions of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Vodeyar. Sir Mirza Ismail was also the classmate of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar and was successful in translating the vision of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyars into reality. So as he was Sir Mirza Ismail was a classmate of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar. So because of that, what happened with the mutual understanding, what he does, he made the what the vision was there of Nalwadi Krishna Raja, he progressed them well. After the death of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar, Jaya Nagar Raja Wodeyar came into power. He was the last ruler of the Mysuru state. So, after the declaration of Indian independence, a satyagraha started in front of palace pressing for the inclusion of Mysuru state in the Indian Federation under the leadership of K.C. Reddy. So, after the declarations of Indian independence, what happened? A satyagraha started in the front of palace, pressing for the inclusion of Mysuru state in the Indian Federations in the government under the leadership of K.C. Reddy. As a result, Rajendra Vodeyar accepted the demand to become a part of India. So, a responsible government came into existence under the leadership of K.C. Reddy on October 24, 1947. Jaya Chamarajendra Vodeyar later became the first governor of Mysuru state. So, students, here you got about the things and all importance about these warriors of Mysuru and their achievement and all. So, here chronological orders are there here. So, you have to learn this and write it in your notebook. So, if you have any doubt and questions relating to this topic, you can ask me and solve this exercise. Okay, fill in the blanks. That Dash was the capital of early Mysuru warriors. After the Second Anglo-Mysuru War, British and Tipu signed Dash Treaty. Dash was the famous as Tiger of Mysuru. Dash was the Diwan of Krishna Raja Wodeyar III. Legislative Assembly started in the year Dash at the Mysuru state. Gandhiji described Mysuru state as Dash. Dash was the first Kannadiga to get Bharat Ratna award. Irving Canal was built by Diwan Dash. So answer the following in sentences. Who established Athara Kacheri? Where is Darya Daulat? Where is Lal Bagh? Who started this? Who came to power after Tipu's death? Why was the administration of commissioners introduced? Name the important commissioners of Mysuru. What is Punaradhana? When did Praja Pratinidhi Sabhi came into existence? Where is Kannada Sahitya Parishad? When was it established? Who led the palace protest? So you have to solve these, discuss in groups and answer. What are the achievements of Hyder Ali? Write a note on the results of Third Anglo-Mysuru War. What are the achievements of Tipu Sultan? List the achievements of Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar. What are the achievements of Sir M. Vishveshwaraya? Match the following: Chikkadeva Raja Wodeyar, Tipu Sultan, Nalwadi Krishna Raja Wodeyar, Sir M. Vishveshwaraya, Jaya Chamraja Wodeyar. These are the questions exercises you have to solve and show me. So thank you students for watching my video, and if you have any questions or doubt relating to this topic, you can ask me personally at WhatsApp. So thank you.